Hi and welcome to another Wednesday evening chat with Louise. And I thought I would talk about the solstice. Now I know the solstice has passed now, but I always celebrate the equinoxes and the solstice. I don't know why it's always spoken to me, but it has. So I'm just going to read a little bit about what the solstice is, because a lot of people get really confused, and especially this year because it was early. And it's on the day that the Earth's northern hemisphere is tilted most closely towards the sun. So the solstice isn't a day particularly. We do celebrate the longest day, but it's equally, it's actually a time. And for us, where we are in Lincolnshire in the UK, it was at 9:51. So for me, I was really drawn that day to go and watch the sunset. For me, it was about, it's like a closing of a period, if you like. So the first 6 months of the years, and now you know that things are going to start drawing in towards winter again. And I know we haven't had summer yet properly, but finally, hey, we can see we've got no jumpers on today. So we really are starting to get there at last. But yes, the solstice to me is really special. And me and my friends decided to celebrate it. We couldn't do it on the Thursday the 20th. So we went away, rented a little Airbnb, and then we went to Newstead Abbey. And it was a really interesting experience because for me, like I say, I've always been drawn. I normally go on a summer solstice. I would go to the beach and watch the sunrise because we're right near the coast, on the east coast. We can see, we've got a beautiful horizon line, so you can actually see the sun rising. And it's something kind of primeval. It's something that really resonates inside me. But what really fascinated me about this year was people's panic to celebrate it at the right time. Some people did it on the 20th because that was officially the longest day. And then they got upset because they thought they got it wrong because it should be on the 21st. Some people, like Glastonbury, they were doing it both days. Where else was it? I watched the Avebury celebrations. Then over at Stonehenge, they did it from the evening on the 20th and then celebrated in the morning on the 21st. So really what you've got to take from that is, how does it make you feel? Did you just sleep through it and not give a monkeys and think, oh no, the darker nights are coming? Or did it actually speak to you in some way? Now the stones, I've been drawn to the stone circles since I was little. I don't know what it is about them. Obviously you can't get near the stones at Stonehenge unless it's on one of the Sabbats or the solstices. So, and the chaos there to me kind of negates what you're going to benefit from, that beauty and the stillness and the quiet. So Avebury has always been it's my go-to place. I find even walking on there, the energy is amazing. It's so powerful. You can touch the stones. People are so respectful of them there. And it is a really beautiful place. So where we were staying, we found out was just near Newstead Abbey, which is the home of Byron the poet. It's obviously the ruins of an old abbey as well. So obviously we had to go and spend the day there. Never imagined that they had this beautiful waterfall. And in the waterfall, on the stepped part, were 3 stones that had been placed there. But the energy from the tall stone, it was like what I call a hagstone, the ones where it's got holes that you can see all the way through, and it actually had 2 at the front where you could actually put your arms through and join your arms. And this is where you think I'm an absolute nutter, because it had the most beautiful energy. My friends were laughing at me because the grin on my face from it was just amazing. And I don't normally go paddling in water, which I thought was going to be cold. Beautifully warm. What an amazing experience. And then we also went up to see the Druid stone that stands near there, and that was great because the legend of that is that it's on a place called Ricketts Lane. So I think in the days gone by, when obviously rickets was a problem, children were passed, there's a hole in it. It's curved and it's almost like a womb shape, and with an opening out, almost like a rebirth if you like, and children could be passed through that. That's obviously on private land, but you can see a really good view of it from the footpath as well. So it was a really lovely solstice this year. And I think even if you don't believe in the spirituality side of it, or nothing calls to you or anything like that, just to welcome the sun and the feeling it has on our skin, how it makes us feel. I'm saying that, but it's been a bit cloudy today. But no, the last few days have been utterly amazing. You see, look, no makeup. So yeah, I think the solstice, just to round this up, I'll show you the pictures of the sunset, just to sit there in the countryside, listen to the birds, watching the sun come down. And it was a time to say thank you. Thank you for my life. Thank you for the wonderful life I lead. Thank you for the wonderful place I live. Thank you for the sun that, you know, comes up every day. Thank you to the farmers that were trying to get out there in their fields that night and work really hard because it was finally starting to dry up. It was a really good time to sit, be grateful and appreciate. So I hope wherever you are in the world, you had a lovely solstice too. Thank you.